today. So I wanted to show you what it looked like when I set eggs in my classroom. So I'm going to do a quick little demonstration of what everything looks like. I have a live streaming camera set up this year, which is the first time I've ever done that. So we will see how all of that goes this year. So let's get started. Okay, so this is my setup. It looks kind of crazy. I teach gifted and talented, so I do things kind of a gifted and talented crazy way. So I have, you'll notice, a laptop set up connected to my webcam, and my webcam is set up on this crazy thing that I made with some cups that I've hot glued to a ruler with a binder clip. I'm just going to move that for now, but this is kind of what it looks like. So we'll move that out of the way. So my incubator has been sitting and it is at the perfect temperature. It's at 99.5, and my humidity right now, it's a little high, but that's okay. We're sitting at about 60% humidity, but I've actually got both of these holes unplugged, and that'll come down. I also have an auto turner in here, so I will actually get some pictures after I get everything set so you can see what that looks like. I have some beautiful eggs this year that I'm setting. I get them locally, and he just delivered them last night. He collected them yesterday. So I'm going to put them in my turner pointy side down, and I don't want to put them in the spot that's right next to the motor of the turner, because that spot gets really hot. So I'm going to put them, as I'm doing this, I'm checking them all to make sure that none of them have any cracks, that none of them have any spots that look kind of iffy. Everything looks good. This one's interesting because I can't tell which end is pointy and which end is round, so I'm going to kind of make a judgment call here. So I'm pretty excited about this batch of eggs. It's a variety, and there's a lot here. There are some really large eggs, some kind of medium eggs. I've got beautiful, gigantic eggs here. He said he's got some Jersey Giants. He said he's got some silver-laced Wyandottes. So I'm going to get all kinds of eggs here. All kinds of chicks from this hatch. I'm really, really excited to see what I get. So if you are doing this, don't clean them. I know that you're going to want to, like if you see some of them that have some of these kind of spots, you can kind of dust them off, but don't go and wash them. Especially don't go with your soapy water and everything. You're going to wash the bloom off, and that's going to affect your hatch. You're going to get a really bad hatch if you do that. See, this is awesome. I love getting white eggs because they're really great when you candle them. I'm trying to be really, really gentle here. I'm not going to shake them when I put them in. Nobody wants scrambled embryos. Oh, this one's gigantic. But just kind of resist the urge here to go wash your eggs. Nature doesn't wash eggs, neither should you. It'll be fine. Everything is great. If you see any that are covered in like really gross, slimy stuff, kind of wipe them down. See, make sure that it's not coming from the egg. If it looks like it's covered in kind of candle wax or something, if it's coming from that egg, throw it out or give it to somebody as a present that you don't like very much. Because it's a stinker. It's going to stink up your incubator. It's going to be really bad. So, so I've only got enough spots in my turner for those eggs. So there's a couple things I could do here. I could put them in another incubator if I had it, which I do not have another one set up and running. I've got some space in the front where I can put these and then turn them 3 times a day. I can put these kind of on the top. They will kind of rotate back and forth. I do kind of like to do that sometimes. I do it away from my heater. My heater's at the front up there, so I kind of do it towards the back when I do that. I watch them really carefully to make sure they're not going to tilt and fall. Or I put them right in the front, and I just make sure, again, tilt several times a day. And when you have an incubator, you're just kind of acting, you know, you're Mama Hen. And Mama Hen knows to turn eggs. And she does this several times a day. If you don't have a turner, kind of mark one side with an X, one side with an O, and then you remember which side you've turned and which side you haven't. See, I'm seeing now this egg has a big crack all the way through it. I don't want to stick that one in an incubator because what's going to happen is that one is going to stink up the whole thing. That one, if it develops an embryo, it's not going to make it. It's going to be sad. I get attached even to embryos, and it just makes me sad. So I'm going to toss this one. As sad as it is, that's life, and only the strong survive. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go kind of back through, make sure everything looks good. Again, not put one in that top corner. When I put this lid back on, I'm going to make sure that, I'm going to put this egg over here. I'm going to make sure that this thermometer probe is in a spot that is on top of the eggs, not underneath the eggs, not outside of the incubator. I did that one time. It was outside of the incubator. I came in, I panicked. I thought that all of my eggs were going to die because my temperature was ridiculously low. And it was just that the probe was outside. So the lid is on. The little turner cord is in the back in the groove that is perfect. Everything is great. When you first put your eggs in, your temperature is going to drop because the temperature of your eggs lowers everything. That's okay. So I'll show you some pictures of what it looks like now that everything is in. Here we go. Okay, so here is the incubator all set up. Here's the laptop incubator. I'll show you with the webcam on in just a moment. But I want to show you what it looks like with everybody all snuggled in. So I've got these two kind of sitting on top again, and they'll be fine. What I do is I candle everybody. I kind of call them people. It's fine. I candle everybody as we go through. Once I find out who isn't going to make it, I toss them, and then all of these little guys that don't have spots take up those spots. Notice this empty spot right there? That's what I was talking about. That spot gets really hot next to the motor. As I go through, I'm going to rotate everything because this isn't evenly heated all the way through here, and so I rotate eggs through as I go, and you'll want to do that. So I will show you what it looks like with everything set up. All right, so here's my crazy webcam. Here's a little closer view. Again, I just hot glued webcam on top of some cups. Binder clip, so I can move it around if I need to, but I like this height because it gives a really good view of everything. And then it comes down to this laptop. Right now, I'm waiting. My live stream will be up in 24 hours. So I'll edit this video, upload it, and right now there's really nothing to see anyway. Here's what the view is going to look like. Actually, you'll have it from this other side. Here we go. I'll show you. You officially have exactly what your live stream view will look like, only those eggs are going to tilt from one side to the other. Thrilling, I know. So, there you go. I hope that's exciting for you. I'm excited. Countdown begins today. 21 days from today, we're going to start having baby chicks.